What is good, everybody? It is your girl Nia, the video game her, representing for Planet EJOBN. And today we're going to be talking about some things that I'm personally looking forward to from San Diego Comic-Con this year. So we already know that Marvel's going to be opting out of Comic-Con this year. They're going to take a break. Marvel's been dominating the movie space, so to be honest, they really don't have to be at Comic-Con. But we know that since Marvel's not going to be at Comic-Con, this gives DC and Warner Brothers an opportunity to show everybody what they're going to show and why we need to be excited for the things that they're going to be showing us this year. So we know that we're going to be seeing more and official things about Wonder Woman 84. We're going to finally be seeing what Shazam is all about and how they're going to portray Captain Marvel / Shazam and Billy Batson. And then we also know that they're going to be showing some official footage of Aquaman. So we're finally going to get an Aquaman trailer. So since Aquaman is the next DC movie to come down in the slate, since it is coming out in December of this year, I want to talk about more about Aquaman and 4 things that I need to see about Aquaman as it relates to either the Aquaman trailer they're showing this weekend or something that I need to see in the actual movie. So before I officially start this video, I need you guys to go ahead and smack that subscribe button. Make sure you thumbs up this video if this is the type of content that you like to see on Planet EJOBN. And let's go ahead and get into the topic of this video. So the first thing that I need to see in this movie is I need to see some character development in Arthur Curry. So in my opinion, Jason Momoa is easily one of the coolest dudes in Hollywood. Like, he's got the swag, he seems like he's a funny guy, a very pleasant person to be around. But I don't want to see Jason Momoa as Aquaman. I want to see Arthur Curry. I really do hope that James Wan brings out the most of Jason Momoa so that he's playing a more canonically sound version of Arthur Curry. I need to see an Arthur Curry who is truly in turmoil because he's trying to come to grips with who he is, you know, with his fair share of identity issues, being of Atlantean blood as well as human blood, you know, from the surface world. Like, we really need to see that dynamic in his personality. You know, of course, you know, it's okay if we see the surfer guy that we saw in Justice League. Like, that's cool. You know, it shows that he is a person. He's a human being. And it shows that he can have, you know, this rough personality being from this background that he's from. But once he becomes reacquainted with the Atlanteans, I really need him to step it up. I really need him to become that regal king that we know and love from the comics, from the animated movies and shows. Somebody who can take responsibility, somebody who can make decisions, somebody who can be diplomatic with the surface world. That's the kind of king that we need to see in this movie. 2, and I know this is gonna sound like blasphemy to a lot of people because a lot of people are actually really looking forward to seeing Black Manta in this movie, but in my opinion, I really don't want to see a lot of Black Manta. I really want them to show the conflict between Arthur within himself, the conflict between being from the surface world and from the world of Atlantis, while also thwarting off the potential threat of Orm or Ocean Master. So to those of you guys who don't know who Orm is, that is his half-brother. And his half-brother finds out about his existence and he tries to kill him because he wants to be the ruler of Atlantis after his mom has passed on, and he doesn't want Arthur to be the reason why he no longer has the throne. So I really want to see more of the dynamic between the 2 brothers. I think that's really interesting for me. I really want to see that happen in live action, and maybe in that battle between Arthur and Orm, something maybe happens to Black Manta's family or Black Manta's father, and that's kind of how he harbors this resentment or this hate and this rage to or for Arthur. And that will be his build up to becoming maybe the villain for a potential Aquaman sequel, maybe? I would like to see that, but I don't want to see Orm and Black Manta both being villains in this movie. I think that's a little bit too much. We kind of really got to get that backstory between Orm and Arthur. I think that's really where it all should start. The third thing I need to see, and it's really not much of a deal breaker, but it is something that would kind of break the immersion for me. I feel like Arthur's daddy, or Thomas Curry, needs to be either a man of Pacific Islander descent or Polynesian descent, because if you have a woman like Nicole Kidman who's playing Queen Atlanta and then his daddy looks like Tom Hanks, I'm gonna be looking at the screen like, somebody's lying. Like, that ain't your daddy. Like, I mean, his daddy really needs to basically look like Maui from Moana. So after recording that segment, I actually looked it up to see who's gonna be playing Thomas Curry in the Aquaman movie. Actually, the man who is gonna be playing Thomas Curry is a Polynesian man. He's from New Zealand. His name is Tamuri Morrison. And guess what? He was actually the voice of the father in the Moana movie. Go figure. Shout outs to Google. So the fourth thing that I need to see, and to be honest, this is probably like the most important thing because DC movies already have a bad rap for this anyway, but that CG and that green screen for the Aquaman movie has got to be on point, no excuses. In the previous DC movies, especially with Justice League, the CGI and the green screen was absolutely atrocious. You could tell that it was very much rushed in that movie. People still make jokes about the CGI and the green screen and the visual effects in that movie. And since Atlantis is basically DC's Wakanda or Asgard, they really have to make sure that this world is believable. The oceanic scenery needs to be believable. The people need to be believable. The sea creatures that we see in this movie need to be believable. Especially since the Marianas Trench is going to be in this movie, which is known for having the most vicious of sea creatures in sea life. So that's gotta be believable. I saw a picture of The Fisherman King that Entertainment Weekly released just some weeks ago, and The Fisherman King actually looks very good. But I think the magic about the CGI and the green screen in the Aquaman movie is gonna be from what we see in motion. But to be honest, I just can't wait to see people riding on gigantic seahorses and sharks and dolphins. I think that actually sounds pretty lit, and I'm actually looking forward to this trailer. So anyways, you guys, that's all that I have about the Aquaman movie. What do you want to see from the Aquaman movie? Are you excited for the Aquaman trailer that's coming in a few days? Let me know how you feel in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to go to our Facebook. Our Facebook group is full of thousands of comic book fans, anime fans, video game fans, just like you. So make sure you go ahead and join up and participate in the conversation. We have so many social media outlets where you can contact us to see what we're talking about. All of that stuff is going to be in the description below, so make sure you guys go ahead and check that out. But until next time, we'll holla at you later. Peace.
It feel good, you know what I mean?